Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the BGF Podcast. I'm your host, Gianluca, alongside of
Brandon.
We got the last week of the 2023-24 NFL season right in front of us, Sunday evening, and it is your team that is playing in that game. So I'm depressed, but how you feeling about it?
I'm kind of nervous, but obviously excited. I'm thankful that my team's playing in the last game of the season.
Yeah,
so
that does help.
It's always nice, and hopefully we can finally get over the hump now. It's been 4 or 5 years, 6 years since Shanahan came in. We've been this close, and we just haven't been able to do it, and it's our rematch here. Time to get revenge on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, it should be an interesting game. Obviously, on paper, we are the much better team, and that's probably why we're favored right now in the betting odds.
I think you're 2.5 points.
Yeah, that's like 1.5 or 2.5. I'm not 100% sure. But we know when Patrick Mahomes on the other side, it's never going to be easy. But it's crazy how really just from the last time we played, both teams have shifted their strengths and their weaknesses. The first time in 2019 and 2020 season when we played, their Chiefs' offense was unstoppable and their defense was the weak point. And for the Niners, the defense was amazing and the offense was just a question mark with Jimmy G. And really receiving-wise, you only had Emmanuel Sanders and a rookie Debo. And Raheem Mostert, who was obviously having a crazy run that year. So things have changed now with us. It's Purdy, and the offense has been one of the best in the league. And the defense has kind of been a bit shaky in recent weeks, but we know that it has the potential to be solid with all the guys and pieces that we have. So, and obviously, the Chiefs, their offense has been kind of mid, and their defense has been really impressive.
No, for sure. There's just one thing I want to emphasize on Kansas, and that's Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs is just different. He plays this sort of mistake-free football. I don't know when the last time he threw a pick in the postseason was, if he's ever thrown one.
I don't think he's ever thrown one, but I'm not 100. It might be just he's thrown one, but it's been a few years.
But I don't remember his last pick in recent memory. This guy just plays, honestly, perfect football. He makes every read possible, and I mean that's what you expect when you're paying the guy $45 million, which he's not even that expensive anymore, which is crazy. But anyways, I digress. He's elite, and we know his number one is Travis Kelce. It doesn't matter when, where, any big game, any big time when they need to win, he goes to him. Just look at him last week. He had 11 targets in the first half. It's an absolutely insane number in the postseason. Caught all 11 of them, by the way. They didn't drop a single ball, so. And that's going to be an interesting matchup. And like you said, this defense is very, very underrated. But I saw Baltimore last week was able to move the ball on them. They just couldn't capitalize in the red zone. They weren't able to finish, and a few costly turnovers, mistakes on their end. Anyways, I'll get into that now. But I really, really like this matchup for the Niners. I think you guys are gonna do it, man. I seriously, I believe it.
I hope so. And one thing with this Kansas City defense that you can get at is the run defense isn't as great as obviously the pass defense. And one strength that we know the San Francisco 49ers have, they have the best running back in the league in Christian McCaffrey, and a great the offensive line is great in the run game. Just obviously in the passing game, it's not
needs a bit of work.
To run the ball, it's a very good run game. So I know Shanahan loves to run the ball, and I doubt that he's going to do the same mistake as Baltimore did, where they only ran the ball 6 times.
6 times.
Jackson carries
6 times,
which was kind of incredible. But I'd imagine that the Niners are going to go to that, and that'll be a big part of the game plan this week. And just on the other side of the ball, for KC, we saw last week, it's not really, they're not blowing away teams on offense. They didn't even score a point in the second half against Baltimore. So we obviously don't have Baltimore's defense.
Yeah.
I think we could have it could play like that, but it hasn't. So that's obviously something else. But even against Miami, it was good in the first half, and then second half, they really just had to. I know this is a negative connotation to game managing thing, but Mahomes, you really had to just manage the game in the second half.
Yeah.
Of those 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
Then who else did they play again? They played Baltimore against Buffalo. So.
Buffalo, the Bills. That was fun.
Yeah, Buffalo. I think that's the best I've seen their offense look all season in that Buffalo game. So. But that Buffalo game, they were banged up, the Buffalo defense. So that was another thing that you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, for sure. Just one thing I want to go here. The Niners have to find a way to bottle up Kelsey, because I feel like this whole offense, especially early on in the game, runs behind that man. If you stop 87, any shape, anyhow, not even stop him. If you just like hold him to minimal gain, like I think it's impossible to stop Kelsey. I think what you have to do with Kelsey is just minimize the damage. He will get his looks, he will get his catches, he will get his yards. But if you're able to keep him out of the red zone, if you're able to put like 2 guys on him, don't do what Baltimore did where they isolated Kyle Hamilton on him. That's not going to work. Yeah. You have Fred Warner and you have a safety over the top. Just double team him. Keep him in tabs just there. All of a sudden, his second option, Rashee Rice, is a great wide receiver. I think the kid has a ton of potential. But I don't think he's an elite receiver that's going to break every single coverage. I think he needs the help that Kelsey elevates sort of defense to triple teams and leaves them wide open and stuff like that. But anyways, it's Mahomes, mistake-free football. Went over this, but then on the Niners side of things, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. Their run defense sucks. It's not good. I think they did this test over the past 4 or 5 years. They were ranked like bottom 10 out of all the teams in the 4 or 5 years. So if you guys are able to get the run game going, which I know Shanahan will, you guys love the run game. Don't blame me. You have the best running back in the league. So you're able to get that going. This can be a serious issue for the Chiefs because Chiefs are going to have to play keep up, and I don't think their offense is made for them. Not yet, but you do have Mahomes, you do have Kelsey. Anything's possible. This guy, unfortunately, he's that good, and the reffing is going to be another issue. But you know what? Give it the benefit of the doubt. They made it to the Super Bowl. Maybe it's going to be a clean game, but I digress. I think NFL has a favorite here, but hey, we'll see when the game starts.
Yeah, on the Kelsey thing though, one thing that does worry me is we do play like a decent amount of zone, and we know Kelsey, that's where he's going to be at his best. He's good at finding the soft spot in the zones.
Yeah.
So that's something Steve Wilkes is going to have to manage, and I'm sure with 2 weeks to prepare, they'll have a game plan made for that, and they'll adjust. So excited to see what happens in this game.
Yeah.
What is your prediction, though, score-wise and Super Bowl MVP?
Score-wise, okay, you want to go into that? Yeah. All right, I'm thinking Niners take this 28-17.
I was actually going to say the exact same score.
Crazy. And Super Bowl MVP for me, I have a feeling is going to be George Kittle. I have a feeling he's going to have a day.
That's on George Kittle, though. For me, I feel like I don't think he's going to be involved that much in the passing. I feel like he's going to be used a lot as a blocker in this game because we've seen the pass rush has been really good, and we're probably going to have to double team a guy like Chris Jones, and then you got guys like Karlaftis you have to come for. So I feel like he might not be there in the pass game as much, so I don't know. For me, do you have anything else for predictions?
No, 2017, Kittle, and what are you thinking?
Yeah, for me, probably the same scoreline, 28-17 for the Niners, and then my Super Bowl MVP is going to be McCaffrey because we're going to have to run the ball a lot. It's going to be either McCaffrey or Purdy. To me, it's really going to be, if we're going to run the ball a lot, it's going to be McCaffrey. And then if you're going to pass, if we're going to have to pass a lot, it's going to be come out to like a game-winning drive or something.
Yeah.
It's going to be Purdy. But yeah, to me, I think probably McCaffrey, and are there any prop bets that you're looking at? Or?
Not right now. Haven't done anything yet, but hey, we can definitely have a TikTok up for you guys soon. Looking at all our prop bets because Super Bowl is going to be fun. Fun little weekend of betting. I can't even lie.
Yeah. I feel like these are two teams though that are really hard to bet on because they're kind of unpredictable on who's gonna. Well, there's two guys. Kelsey and McCaffrey are the guys that are probably gonna have most of the
locks. Yeah.
A lot of people are gonna. It's actually interesting to think how much. I saw a report that I forgot exactly the number, but it was a certain amount of billion that's money that is bet on the Super Bowl. I wonder how much of that is on Christian McCaffrey.
What's the ratio?
Exactly. How much money is on Christian McCaffrey's head to score a touchdown? It must be a crazy number. So.
I mean, I feel like if you're making a crazy parlay and you have a 7-8 legger, he's definitely there.
Everyone that's betting on I know a lot of people are just gonna bet on money line, just one thing on the casual bet. But I feel like anyone that's doing a bet with the players, the over-unders, everyone's gonna have something to do with McCaffrey.
Yeah, and then same thing Kelsey on the other side. Yeah. But yeah, I'm interested. I don't know. I honestly have not looked at it yet, so I don't know, but I have some ideas. I know what I want to do.
Yeah, so I think that's all we got for this one.
That's all we got.
It's been a great season of football. It's crazy how fast it goes, man. 8 months. That's what the off season is. Right?
No, I think 7, but yeah, 7-8 months, something like that. Some miserable time.
You get such a short amount of football, and then it's gone forever. So, well, not forever, but it's gone for a very long time. So,
I mean, the next piece of content we're gonna have for you in the next season, I think, is free agency.
Yeah.
Which is in 3 months. It's in May, I think.
That's gonna be our 1 year.
A 1 year celebration. It's true. The channel a year.
That was our first post from last season.
It was a free agency recap. The frenzy, all the shenanigans. But hey, just want to say one thing. Thank you guys for the season. I appreciate the support. We really, really do. The channel grew a lot during the football season, and we're looking to keep that going into the off season. We have a lot of content planned for you guys, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little Super Bowl preview. We'll definitely be here to talk about it after the game, for better or for worse. So we'll see.
Hopefully, I'm gonna be celebrating with one of these jerseys on. So
we'll see. Anyways, guys, I think that wraps it up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow us on our socials, BGF Podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And yeah, hit the bell for all future videos, and we'll see you in the next one.